Nearly brain-dead woman survives after being removed from life support. Moments after a Michigan man made the heart-wrenching decision to take his wife off life support, she started breathing on her own. Michelle DeLeau, 57, was rendered nearly brain-dead by a heart attack she suffered in August while at home with her husband. Days later, one of her doctors told her husband, Carl DeLeau, that, "The woman that you know as your wife is not there anymore," he said. Less than 4 months later, she's made an almost full recovery. Michelle DeLeau was without oxygen for 15 minutes before Sterling Heights paramedics were able to resuscitate her, Carl DeLeau said. She was then rushed to St. John Macomb Hospital, at which point Carl alerted his 2 adult children. When my father called me after she was rushed to the hospital, was that he felt that she was dead. "It was the most earth-shattering phone call of my young life," said Michelle's daughter, Miles DeLeau, 24. "It was horrible to see my mother on more 4s and tubes than you can ever imagine. I've never seen that many 4s, Carl DeLeau, 58, echoed. 6 days after Michelle's heart attack, her distraught family was told she had only 5% brain function and 25% heart function. At that point, Carl DeLeau was charged with making what he called the hardest decision of my life. "I took her off the ventilator. I unplugged her," he told NBC News. "When we pulled the plug, it was just so sad to start living with the reality that my mom is dead," said Miles DeLeau. "But that wasn't the reality. She started breathing on her own," Carl DeLeau said. Michelle DeLeau hadn't gained consciousness though, and doctors didn't expect her to recover, so she was placed in comfort care for patients who are expected to pass away. 2 days later, the doctor called me on the phone and said, "We've had an unexpected event happen," Carl DeLeau said. His wife's eyes had opened. 2 days after that, she was talking. "She told the nurse she's hungry," Carl DeLeau said. "I said, well, feed her." 2 days later she was sitting up in bed feeding herself, Carl DeLeau said. Still, Michelle DeLeau had a long way to go. She didn't know where she was, wasn't making sense, and still had blockages in her veins. Today though, after open heart surgery, speech and physical therapy, she's nearly fully recovered. On Tuesday, she was awarded the Sterling Heights Fire Department's Survival Coin at an event that brings heart attack survivors together with the first responders who treated them. "You wouldn't believe it if you didn't know what she's gone through," Carl DeLeau said. "She's a miracle lady." He said his wife came home from her heart surgery on their 26th anniversary and it got him thinking about marriage vows. Carl said through the years, the couple's bond has survived for richer or for poorer. And over the past 4 months, they've overcome in sickness and in health. "For me though, I don't think there are a lot of couples who can pass the last one," Carl DeLeau said. "Till death do us part." Elisha Fieldstad is a breaking news reporter for NBC News.